Hey guys, had a number of requests for Stairway to Heaven introduction, and I know it's sort of uncool, but you know, if you grew up in the 70s, it's really pretty darn cool. You can admit it. Anyway, we're doing Stairway to Stephen, which is my way of saying it's not quite right. I'm playing on an electric, not an acoustic, and I may have missed a few notes in there. That's okay. Paige would have, I'm sure, approved of missing a few notes or playing it a little bit differently. So let's do it note for note, but the idea is really just to get the gist of the left hand or the right hand, and we'll get it down. All right, let's go through it now, note for note. See you in just 1 second or two. 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, guys, let's learn this note for note, or more or less, as I said. First, I'm going to clear the air on something. I have sometimes said that Led Zeppelin ripped this off or something like that. That's not really fair. And I actually think it's really cool that Jimmy Page looked to Old English and medieval music as an inspiration. But if you look to that, there's an anonymously written song called Coventry Carol, which kind of goes like this. One of the lines in the song is like this. And if you think about it, I remember playing that from my old Mel Bay days when I was first learning guitar. Anyway, if you think about it, and that's very similar to Stairway to Heaven. I actually think that's really cool that he borrowed that from that. All right, let's get going on this now. We got the right hand, we got the left hand going. Let's start out with the main riff. First of all, it is in A minor. So a lot of the songs are going to be sort of diatonic to C, A minor, all that stuff, a lot of the chords in the song. All right, so let's start out with the first riff. Okay, so that part, you're going to go up to the 5th position right here, and you're going to form an A minor chord, but you're only going to perform on the first 4 strings. And here's the trick with a lot of this stuff. Now, I'm playing it picking fingers. I'm sure Page played it, well, I'm not sure, but I bet he played it finger style, which is completely open with the strings. I'm playing it picking fingers, so I'm picking the bottom note, and I'm playing up with 1 or 2 of my fingers to pinch. So, for example, on this one right here, I'm playing on the very first one. I want to show you this as close as I can. On a right hand, notice what I'm doing. I'm picking with the bottom on the 4th, and I'm plucking up with the 1st. And then, all right? So I'm kind of playing 4 and 1 at the same time, and then I'm playing 2, 3, and then 1. All right? So, and the same pattern kind of goes, if you watch it. It's that pattern of 4 and 1, 4 and 1, 2, 3, and then 1 in terms of the strings. So pluck 4 and 1 at the same time, then 2, then 3, then 1. Same here. If you do that throughout the song, you'll basically get it, and it'll sound good, and you can work out some of the rest of the stuff. All right, now let's go on to the right hand. Sorry, did I say right? I meant left. Let's go on to the left hand, and let's play that first chord. The first chord's an A minor, so we're going to play with our, just on the first 4 frets. So imagine you're playing the bar at the 5th fret, 5th position, and instead of playing that full bar, you're just playing the first 4 strings. All right, so again, we'll pluck on the 4th and on the 1st. The 4th is on the 7th, of course, and the 1st is on the 5th, and you're going to keep that bar. And then you'll play, so that's 1 and 4. Then you'll play 5 on the 4, 5 on the 2nd, 5 on the 3rd, and then 5 on the 1st. Again. Then we're going to walk up 1, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk up the top voicing a full step, which is 5 to 7. We're going to keep that bar, and we're going to walk down on the 4th string voicing, which is that A minor bass note. We're going to walk down a half step to the A flat, like so. Okay, so we're walking down this to this, and we're walking up on the 1st string. Okay? Okay, so this one is, we're going to pluck on the 4th string in the 1st, we're going to play on the 4th string 6, and on the 1st string 7. Alright, so it's 6 and 7, then 5 on the 2nd, 5 on the 3rd, and 7 on the 1st again. And then we're going to walk up, the 3rd chord is walking up 1 half step from the 7th to the 8th, and walking down on the bass note from the 6th to the 5th, like so. Alright, so the whole point is to get that counterpoint going on. You got the top voicing moving up and the bottom voicing moving down. Very freaking cool. Alright, so all that's basically playing around with an A minor chord. I know it's probably more complicated than that. It is more complicated than that, but let's not worry about it. It's playing around with a minor chord. Now we're going to come down here and we're going to play a D chord. This is a D with an F in the bass. Okay, it's just like this little guy D that you play. But instead of playing an open D, we're playing the F on the 4th fret, 4th string. Alright? Alright. So, we're going to play the same pattern. We're going to play 4 and 1, and on the 4th string we're going to play 4th fret. On the 1st string we're going to play the 1st fret, but just play that D and bar it instead and play the, on the 4th string you're going to play the 4th fret like so. So that's a D major chord with an F in the bass, as I said. So you're plucking on the 4th string the 4th fret, on the 1st string the 2nd fret, and then you'll play on the 2nd the 3rd, and on the 3rd the 2nd fret, and then back to the 1st. Okay, and the last one is an F major 7th chord. So you're going to be playing the F on the F major. Oh, I'm sorry, I said it was a D with an F in the bass. It's D with an F sharp in the bass. Sorry. Okay, then we're going to play an F major 7th chord. All right, and that is simply played by playing on the 4th string. You play the 3rd fret. 3rd string you play the 2nd. 2nd string you play the 1st, and then you play open. So it's like an F major, but just take off that F in the 1st and play it open. Okay, and it's played again, same way. And then you stop and hesitate and play. Okay, and the last two things are playing pick and fingers. You're going to play 5th fret, you're going to play the 5th string, and you're going to play the 3rd and 2nd string simultaneously. So you're playing, you're playing little triads there. And you're going to play, the first one is a G, but you're a G with a B in the bass. So you're playing on the 5th string, you're going to play that B, which is the 2nd fret. And then you're going to play an A minor, which is open A on the 5th, And then on the third, you're going to play the second fret, and on the first, you're going. On the second, you can play the first fret. So I should have said on the second and third strings, you're playing open to that little A minor chord. Okay, and then this little turnaround, and you're back to the same thing. Let's play it very slowly. Turnaround is an open A, slide up to the, on the 5th, slide up to the 8th fret, and then play the 7th. And then you've got the second one going right away. I think Page actually plays an open A, but it doesn't matter. All right. Okay, let us, as the rabbit said, do the next part. So you play that twice. Okay, and now basically the following chord sequence is played, but you're just going to arpeggiate it. C, D, F major 7, A minor, and then C, G, D. Okay, that's basically it. So we're just going to arpeggiate it. So walk up by playing on the 5th string. All right, so you'll play open, then 2nd, then 3rd. Arpeggiate a C chord in the first position. Now I do the pinch on the 1st and the 4th strings, but that's just a D chord. Same pattern as you did in the start. Okay, then an F major 7th. Okay, and that one's a little bit tricky. I play open A and open 2nd string, which is a B, and then hammer down an A chord like so. That's how I do it. Okay, so then we're just walking up. That's a C chord, G chord, and then he plays this. Okay, so that's actually playing a D. He's playing a D chord, but he's playing it suspended. So instead of playing the normal little guy D, with on the 1st string you got the 2nd fret, you start with the 3rd and pull it off. Okay, and now we'll play that whole sequence again. Last time it's a slightly different thing, so we'll walk up, we'll play on the 5th string, we'll play open, 2nd, and 3rd, which is a C chord. Then a D chord, again I pinch it. F major 7th. Here's that A hammer on. If you want to know what that is, I'm playing on the 2nd and the 5th simultaneously, and I'm playing a G chord, basically. I'm playing the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 2nd fret on the 5th and 3rd. I'm pinching those. And then I'm playing a C chord where I'm playing the 5th and the open E on the 1st. So it plays it C, D, and then here's where it's the F major 7th to end it. but I play, instead of just a regular F major 7th, I'm playing the 4th, and I'm playing the 1st and 2nd strings, and I'm leaving open that C, and I'm playing it down. So that's it right there. On the 2nd string, we're playing open and then 1st, like so. And that's it, guys. All right, let's play the whole thing together and then kind of call out the chords. So here it is, the A minor. Here's the first riff. Walk down and up. Down on the 4th, up on the 1st. D chord, F major 7th. And then an A minor there. Do it again. Down on the 4th, up on the 1st. D chord, F major 7th. There's a little turnaround. Walk up to the C major. D major. F major 7th. Hammer on the A. G. And on a D. C. D chord. F major 7th. Hammer on the E. Walk up to the C. That's it, guys. All right. Maybe sometime you want to hear the solo or something like that. Just let me know. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Thumbs up if you did, or like it if you did. And as always, let me know what you want to hear next. Okay, that's it for Stairway to Steven. See you later.